Hello, I'm Cary Hodsosn with Intrinsic Smokehouse and Brewery in Garland, Texas, where we produce craft beer and 100% wood-fired barbecue. I learned about the SBDC through just a quick Google search, trying to find some local help for business advice. I called my local office, it was 2 miles from my house, and the next week I had an appointment. They were especially good at encouraging me to find the right answers to the tough questions and weaknesses about my business. No one's going to care about your business as much as you do, but my particular counselor really cared about me as a person. They helped connect me to the right people to find those answers. They also have a lot of in-house resources and experience to direct me on the right path. I raised capital 4 ways. One, throughout the planning process, my wife and I were very good at living within the means of just her salary as a teacher. So all of my salary as a woodworker went into savings. The other one was to formulate a professional private placement memorandum to seek out investors. We also launched a crowdfund campaign to raise over $30,000 from our local community. It also helped us get out of our shell, test the idea, and give the community a chance to see what we're trying to accomplish. And the final way was to leverage all of those things and secure an SBA loan. The SBDC's role in helping secure the loan was to not only have a very professional business plan, poke holes in my projections to make them as accurate as possible, but also as a connecting source. I chose this current location because, well, this is my home, our hometown. It's what we're passionate about. I think in this day and age, people are looking for local, they're looking for genuine places. Garland is a very genuine place to live and work. So it was always going to be Garland. So I met our property owner through a member of the Chamber of Commerce. She set up a meeting after hours with someone who she knew was the right person, I guess. So it took a special developer to really understand and see the vision of this new idea for an area that's never seen it before. The SBDC continues to advise you after you're open. So once you're open, that's not the end of the story. My particular counselor, Judith, she is constantly sending me emails, new ideas, checking in on me. And then a few months into our business, I was asking, well, what's the next step? How do I get more deeply rooted into this community? How do I create stability and security for the business and myself? And she said, well, equity, property ownership. It's healthy for a business to own the property that they work in. Unfortunately, Robert, the developer, has that same mindset, especially when it comes to single-use properties. Our current methods of marketing are, well, the most important one, I think, is four-wall marketing. You have to be in your business, talking to your customers, getting good feedback, making them feel at home. You have to be able to show by example to your employees your standards of hospitality. Also, of course, there's the social media aspect. We throw a lot of events as well to kind of continually reach new customers and branch out of our own comfort level. We do collaborations with other breweries to help create interest and raise money for charity. We also have a mobile text program from Raise Media. We have, in just a few months, we've collected about 1,000 members. And so if we have something really important we want to say in a short message, people can get it directly to their phone. So we're always looking for new ways to connect with our customers. One of the first pieces of advice that my SBDC counselor gave me was, what are you going to do about people? She saw that I like to do things myself. She identified my personality pretty accurately, move over, I'll do it. She said, you need to learn how to be a good leader, show good examples of how you want things done, and trust people to do them. She also said hiring and finding people is going to be one of the most difficult things that you can do. So First step was to hire as much a family as I could. I'd like to see us become a staple in our community. We picked the name Intrinsic because it means deeply rooted and naturally belonging. I want people who come in here for the first time to think we've always been here. In 5 years, I'd like to see this business kind of be more self-sustaining. I'd like to continue being the visionary and working on the business and not necessarily in the business so much. I'd like to have opportunity for all of my employees to be able to do what they want to do within this business. I don't really like the glass ceiling approach. If a bartender wants to learn how to brew, okay, we can do that. If someone in the kitchen has a new menu idea or has ambition to run a program, let's try to create opportunity for that. Anyone trying to start a business, I would definitely reach out to my local SBDC branch. Really, in general, a good piece of advice is try to make as many connections as possible. That's just a good place to jumpstart it all. They've made those connections already. They have good advice, and it's free. I would also say slow down, make sure you have good funding, good planning, and don't expect someone to do the work for you, and don't get offended if they try to steer you in the right direction. Several ways I would suggest businesses to connect with their customers is to shake their hands when they walk in the door. Just be friendly and treat them like family. Learn what they like, continue to stretch their boundaries a little bit. You know, okay, you like this type of beer. Well, here this one's a little more hoppy or this one's a little more malty, but it has similar characteristics. Help develop their palate and their instinct for your product specifically. If you've never been here before, I'd encourage you to come in and try one of our Texas craft beers. If you have been, I suggest you bring a friend. Cheers.